guys, what's up? So, last night I was really tired, and I actually don't really remember very clearly where I left off exactly. I don't know if we talked to the king or not, so I'm going to talk to him. If I already did, I'm sorry. That was my bad. It happens though. I don't know, do these guys say anything different? O Terry, he of the tapered blade, O Terry of monsters mincemeat he made. Hero of blue would be thy name, Terry. So that guy's name is, obviously Terry, I guess. You remember the guy who soundly thrashed the boss we didn't have to fight in the last episode. Oh, sorry, I was rather caught up in my pentameter there. I've composed an ode to Terry. No Terry, who next shall ye thwart? Is it an iambic pentameter? Which is actually the meter that Shakespeare used. Such useful things I learned in college. The monsters have been taken care of, and Wayfarer's Pass is navigable once more. Great. Seems you were only moments behind, but behind you were, and Terry brought his coffin back first. I confirmed with Commander Brutus that the beast in the coffin was the same one that was terrorizing Wayfarer's Pass. As promised, therefore, I've already rewarded Terry with Arkbolt's treasured Thunderbolt blade. That sword is quite something, you know. Terry may have been strong before, but now. I'm sorry you showed plenty of bravery, too. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to give you. So the pass is open. They tell us sorry. And, we're kind of left to our own devices here. Don't suppose we'll be seeing that monster again, eh? She's quite the fearsome beast. I bet she was a leftover from Myrtle's reign. One thing I will say about these games, there's not a whole lot of hand-holding. There was a little bit by the time this era came about. But, there wasn't much. Depended on the game and the developer as well. Usually, if this were a more modern game, they'd tell you right where to go. Right away. King would say, oh, well, let's go here. They kind of give you hints, though, so I'm guessing we crossed through Wayfarer's Pass to go to the next place. That's my guess. But we'll talk to some people. I saw them carrying the body of the monster from the pass into the cell downstairs. It stank. So there was another hint. The monster's down there. Maybe we can look at it. Maybe that might trigger an event or something. So if only I'd known what to train for, that reward could have been mine. I don't think there's a whole lot of people as badass as Terry out there. Wait, what was that? I had good money on you. Good effort. Pay me no heed. Good effort. It's a blessed relief that you are once again able to visit the northern lands. That lad made monster meat out of them beasties all by himself too. Core. Wayfarer's Pass finally reopened, but my partner's still loafing around somewhere doing who knows what. That guy we talked to in the cave, I guess is this guy's partner. I suppose it's alright as long as he's selling goods. I heard that young swordsman Terry finished off the monsters in Wayfarer's Pass. And, I should have gone the other way. Should have gone down the steps and, we're not going down the steps, but tried to visit the cell. I'll do that now. I think we also learned a few new abilities. I had to ask that questioningly because I don't really remember a lot of what happened. I think Jimbobo learned something. Although it seemed rather redundant. I was complaining about that. That happens. I think they tried to do a whole lot with this game. The Thunderbolt blade is gone. The king's already given it to that lone swordsman. I would have loved to swing it a few times myself. I will say something, and this is something you see a lot in games, and it's not necessarily like a misrepresentation. There's always this talk about like famous swords and stuff, and we have to understand that. I just think this is an interesting point because I always had questions. You see things like the Asafune or Masamune katana mentioned in these kinds of games, or Excalibur, or whatever. In some cases, these swords are actual real weapons. Especially Masamune, that was a real weapon, and it may still exist. It's just it was lost in World War II. That's a whole other can of worms. But I do want to say that there'll be people who say, "Oh, well, that's all made up. That's all fantasy." Or there'll be people who say, "Well, yeah, definitely, there are all these wondrous, special swords." The truth is that, if you lived in the ancient world or medieval world, any time before like real true mass production, weapons would vary greatly in quality according to the skill of the blacksmith or the craftsman. There were cases where there was, a fair deal of, what's the word I'm looking for? A certain standard of quality that just, that they were held to or whatever, and things were fairly standardized. Yes, I do want to point out that there were plenty of points in history where, to have a steel sword, that was an expensive item, and the person who made it, because it was very difficult to make, was probably highly skilled. So, these famed weapons that you hear about, well, obviously, they weren't magical or something, but, it is based off of that concept that, you could have a really, really fine sword, and that would give you an advantage. You could still get killed, if you're out in battle, but, if you're fighting someone with a, more flexible and well-crafted steel sword versus like iron or something like that, you did have an advantage. So I wanted to point that out. So, this Thunderbolt blade, obviously it's a game, it's fantasy, it's an exaggeration, but, there were things like that were very high quality and lauded. People really, really appreciated them and held them in high regard. So that is my rant. Probably very boring and useless, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. My wound has healed and I'm back in training. I'll be fighting fit in no time. Great. Sometimes I do have little pet peeves and stuff, and that's a conversation I've had with people when I was in high school. People might say, "Oh, well, what's this thing, or what's this weapon? Was this real?" And in some cases they were. So it's something you have to take case by case. Obviously, Thunderbolt blade. I'll do it. I'll beat that Brutus one day. I'll show him. I've been training harder than ever. If I beat him, I'm sure to be made commander. Kia. And there's, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff like that. And I don't remember where this cell was. Can we get in here? The door is locked. We can't ever seem to get into any treasuries. Achoo! I think I stood out in the cold breeze too long. Achoo! Okay. Hey, a bit of bad luck for you back there, eh? I suppose I'll just have to forget about it and keep on trying. Or you'll have to forget about it. Keep traveling away from me? Haha. Okay, so you want me to travel away from you? You don't like me? Oh, Dad! What's up, lad? What's with all this racket? You're strong, aren't you? Really strong, right? You're not weak, are you? Weak? No, your dad's the strongest soldier in this castle, son. Haha. He lost that swordsman, and then lost to these travelers. Well, I suppose it's time you learn the truth. You see, son, some people in this world are stronger than your dad. Only a few, mind. Haha, don't worry, lad. Your dad's going to train 25 hours a day till he gets strong enough to smash maggots like this. Really, you promise? Of course I do. And you're my son, so one day you'll be strong enough to beat them too. Yippee, thanks, Dad. Did we read this? V is for victory. Victory, oh yeah, we know this. Okay. Huh. I don't think we went to that lower one. Always an exciting episode with Dragon Quest VI. I mean, it's a fun game, I really like it, but I do know there is a lot of, you know, a lot of this stuff. A lot of walking around trying to figure things out. Why the heck have they put the coffin of that horrible monster in here? Why do I have to look after it? Sigh, I get the worst jobs. So it seems... What the heck's in that cell next door? It don't smell right, and it's got its own personal jailer. It's put me right on edge, I can barely sleep. This ain't proper, I tell you. I've got me rights. Yeah, so, since, you know, exploring the castle didn't really yield anything, we'll check out the past. I didn't want to go here, did I? Nope, nope. So I was hoping that we'd get some, info on Millie. See where that goes. And nothing happened. I was thinking maybe if we slept there would have been some kind of event. Hail the great swordsman Terry, sire of the beasts inhabiting Wayfarer's Pass. Wow, that's salt in the old wounds. There's a little typo. No, typo. A little typo there. I was thinking of the word skillful when I said that. But yeah, they missed, you know, we're just not even going to fight him. They missed an L. They left an L out of the word skillful. So, go down here. Well, we're all done here. The pass is fixed again. I think we deserve a break, eh? Glug glug glug. Mmm, delicious, Bert. Is that Homer Simpson? All them stones blocking the way have been removed, so you can just pass through now. Just remember, who did the clearing, right? The monsters have finally stopped coming out of the cave. It's still a bit dangerous for passing travelers to enter, though, so I'm keeping watch. Great. Very helpful. Here we have this business here. I don't know what's going on, but, you know. I'm from the northern lands, even though we're clothing that would indicate that I would maybe be not from a cold climate, but yeah, I'm from the northern lands. I wear a turban and a short sleeve shirt. It looks like his chest is exposed. Really dresses for the weather. Maybe I guess it's maybe warmer down in Arkbolt, who knows. Now that the pass is open, I can travel freely to Arkbolt to satisfy my customers' needs. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Thank the goddess for that, eh? Although I suppose it's that swordsman Terry we should really be thanking. Yes, Terry. I'm getting jealous. Why can't I be special? Why can't I be the special one who gets all the attention? Why? I'm very upset. I'm just going to ditch these guys. There's no... We actually want to try... not to get in fights. Some Sluggernauts. Oh my god, that's... Yeah, this game makes... For some reason, I kind of just think of Final Fantasy meets Earthbound. Dragon Quest VI for you. Really, actually, Dragon Quest is its own thing. I'm sure Earthbound emulated Dragon Quest more so than Dragon Quest emulated Earthbound. I'm just saying, like, the silly monsters and stuff. It's a dancer's costume. Yay, we already have one. So there's a cluster of homes here. Maybe that's supposed to be a village or some such thing. Skull Riders. They're pretty, creative looking enemies, that's for sure. Oh, so we have an inn? What's going on here? I hear Wayfarer's Pass down south is open again, who would have thought? This means I'll be able to do business in Arkbolt again, no complaints here. There's an inn here, obviously. That was a dumb remark. Oh, there's an inn here. Yeah. I should talk to the lady, I'll see what she says. Yeah, she doesn't really say anything, so we gotta go into each building. Good day, travelers. A word to the wise, if I may. I wouldn't venture to the west here if I were you. It would seem that some people have been experiencing some rather strange hallucinations in that area. There's even been talk of a stairway suddenly appearing out in the field. Or delusional souls. Interesting stuff. Holy water. It actually does do something too, which is nice. Jimbobo looks at the bookshelves. There's a book entitled, oh no, 1001 Jokes or Adventures. He takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Which artist should you never commission to paint a portrait? Con artist? Because he'll take all your money? A martial artist. Oh my god. Jimbobo looks at the books. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting. Nothing special. And we got a gold ring. Yay. we'll talk to this girl here. In the name of love, how many more times do I need to tell you people? I shan't be purchasing any of your shoddy items. I told you what I'm after, mermaid meat. They say it's good for maintaining youthful looks. If you don't have any, cease haranguing me. Oh, I do apologize. I assumed you were an infernal traveling merchant again. Hee hee. Hee hee. So, I'm gonna check out this last house up here. And I think that will be it for this episode. I'm right sleepy, I am. But I can't let myself drop off. Oh no, it's too scary. I heard a rumor, see? I'm sure that's all it is, but they say there's a disease that kills people in their sleep. You fall asleep and everything's all smiles, and suddenly the writhing of suffering kicks in and you snuff it. That's what I heard. Anyway. Or, that's what I heard anyway. I can't. 7 coins. It's like that man's life savings. We just took it. So, you know what, I will go ahead a little bit. There's a staircase. Oh. And we'll fly. We'll go up the staircase. Oh. We'll go down the staircase. That's, rather peculiar. I'm guessing maybe we're kind of like in, we walked into the dream world? Somehow? Yeah. So what's going on? I mean, we know for a fact that... Oh, it went just... I missed something. But yeah, we know for a fact that... one of these worlds is the dream world. And I think we're in the real world. So if we go up that staircase, it has to go to the dream world, right? Maybe. It does look like the dream world, so... A sorcerer appears, a farmer appears. I guess we'll kill him. I mean, they're back and forward anyway. And some porkers appear. Now that I lie, I'm still playing. I said, well, we'll go check this out. That's alright, though. We might as well. I'm gonna just fly away from here. Fly away. Just fly away, little bird. So it looks like there's a cave here. Obviously. I don't know why I'm saying stupid stuff today. We'll go... Yeah, so this looks like it's going to turn into a little bit of a thing. And I don't know, maybe we'll end the video here. Oh, well, look at this. I gotta check this out. That's an inn. That's interesting. Let me even see what that guy has to say. You might as well. And she got another dancer level. Divine Dancer. New ability. Death Dance. So I wonder if she's fully leveled up. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. Money, okay. So yeah, so that's interesting. We'll probably do an end here. I'll probably do that off screen. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more. We'll pick our way through this cave and maybe see what's in the town afterwards. So until next time, good luck and happy gaming.